Okay, this video and stream is currently sponsored by whatiszs.com. ZS is coming soon. We just currently have to wait for our government grants to get through so that we can restart the business all over again after the old COVID lockdowns. Yeah, so eventually we will be back in business and able to release our products. So I do apologise to everybody. Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers, just been having a few technical issues and just starting to get them fixed up right now. I do apologise for this, but yeah, it's been a while since I have actually streamed, especially to this channel, and I did forget to set the IP, like the stream address, to this channel. I was trying to stream to the old channel that's won't let me stream to because I got a strike because I talked about what one certain injection did to me, and yeah, even though I told the truth and everything, one of the reasons why I put out one of those funny little AI gifs where they can't handle the truth, which is the truth. They cannot handle the truth. So I'm out now just recording the video, and if you are watching while I'm streaming it as well, feel free to jump into the chat and say something. But the problem is, over the last 2 years, like everybody, I've had the odd occasional nightmare, and hence why I've got a background in the screen at the moment. And the thing is, it's sort of been to the stage where I haven't sort of realised straight up what was actually causing the issue. And I still don't know what is actually causing the issue, but I know it is happening between certain hours of the day and only between these certain hours of the day. It has actually gotten to me to the stage where it was noticeable because, like, naturally since the pandemic, like many of us, yeah, everybody's been sleeping more through the day. Some people have opted to working at home at night and things like that. And like I've been doing that most of my life anyhow because I've got to work around my pain. And I've noticed that at first I thought it was because of the content that I was watching through the day or doing through the day and everything. And it was, quite odd that I was actually getting these nightmares and things like that in the middle of the night. And I couldn't work out why, but it wasn't really the middle of the night, because one day when I woke up from the nightmare, the dogs wanted to go outside, so I got up to let them outside, and And it had only just gone dark, and I'd forgotten that I'd actually gone to bed early. And then I started going to sleep at different times and everything like that. If I went to bed, say like just before dark, I'd get a nightmare just after I went to bed within a 3 hour period from generally at the moment dusk for us is around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. But it didn't matter what time dusk was. This was happening no matter what between dusk and about a 3 hour period after dusk. Now, in the old days, dusk was once known as the witching hour, and people were scared of it in the old days. And I'm beginning to see why, because I've started to do some research into dreams and things like that, and I found out, yes, dreams can be influenced by what you watch through the day and things that you see and everything like that. Like, I'm trying to actually influence a dream at the moment. I'm trying to influence a space dream, so hence I'm playing EVE Online. And it's sort of at the moment he's going back and forth to home. That's all he's doing, just delivering ships. And the thing is, it's just basically part of the research. I'm just trying to influence one certain dream, and I'm actually deliberately trying to do it at the moment. But when it comes to the nightmares, it doesn't matter what I watch. I can sit down and watch a cartoon or watch a family type movie or whatever through the day, but if I'm going to sleep prior to dusk or going to sleep just before dusk or going to sleep at lunchtime, I'm actually generally woken by a nightmare at that period of time. Yet if I go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night or 3 in the morning or 10 in the day, as long as I don't sleep through dusk, I'm not having these nightmares. I'm just having general ordinary dreams. So I decided I was actually going to get into researching it. So I've spent pretty much since COVID hit into this research. And I've been putting most of my time into it and everything. One, because I was sick, couldn't do anything else, so I thought I'd research dreams because, yeah, I spent a lot of time in bed when I was sick. And but I found that most of the nightmares, or actually about 99.99999% of my nightmares happen in this 3 hour period. So I started talking to people about it. And I found out from other parents or parents of children, and friends and things like that. And I kept on asking different people and everything about nightmares. At first they thought I was a bit weird, and then I started to explain to them why I was actually asking. And they said, yeah, actually, when you think about it, the kids go to bed early, they wake up, and we just think it's a excuse that they don't really want to go to bed yet. I think kids have actually worked out that's when the most time that they get the nightmares. Because generally when you get them to bed later in the night, they don't have nightmares. And I've watched this over the years with a lot of people talking about nightmares and everything, but only people talking about nightmares. I've never seen anybody research a nightmare as to what time that they happen. And again, and the reason why I'm doing this video, it happened again today. I had this nightmare about, it was sort of like a weird dream of evil coming from the sea, and that would stem to religious beliefs that I have. And but the thing is, I've done no research or haven't done any Bible research in the last couple of months. In regard, especially in regard to end time and stuff like that. I have done my end time prophecy art and been putting that up on as NFTs, but the thing is, it's sort of like it had nothing to do with what I was actually doing with those subjects. It's something totally different to do with the fall of Babylon, and so I couldn't work out why. But it's continually happening at this 3 hour period, and I can't work out why. I've actually stuck a poll into this video for people that have children and everything for you to come along and answer that poll. Like if you have children and your children are actually experiencing nightmares and everything like that, um, the just yeah, comment whether yes or no they have them in this period of time, or write a comment in the comments and let me know what time they are actually having their nightmares. Start recording it. Because you want to know something, there's no actual research into what time nightmares occur. And that was one of the reasons why I started doing this, because there were absolutely zero, and I mean zero, research books written on this subject. And I've slowly been trying to write something in regard to it, and I thought, no, this one actually deserves a video more. I reach more people. And the thing is, it's sort of something that needs to go out there and people need to start looking at, because I actually do start to think, I am starting to think that this so-called witching hour that was once known as the witching hour during history turns around and may be actually real, because of the simple fact that it's happening to me, and it's always happening in the same period of the day or evening, in that 3-hour period from dusk afterwards, and it's only a 3-hour period. As I said, I can go to bed afterwards, not a single nightmare. Go to bed in the middle of the night, not a nightmare. Go to bed in the middle of the day, not a nightmare, as long as I don't sleep through dusk. But the moment I sleep through dusk, I am almost guaranteed to have a bloody nightmare. What is it about dusk, or this so-called witching hour that they used to call it, that invokes nightmares? And it makes you wonder why and everything like that. It's sort of things. And I know you guys out there, for you guys, this is a different sort of a subject for me, but I'm actually going to get a bit more into it over the period of time as my research goes on. And I think that it needs to be emphasised that this could be something that is quite genuinely happening to a numerous amount of children and adults. And why is it that it is this period of day or night that is actually causing these nightmares? Is there a supernatural reason for it? There could well be, because anybody that doesn't believe in the supernatural is stupid. Like, I've seen a lot of supernatural shit over my life and just thrown it up in the air and put it up as evil spirits like the church teaches you. But I think there's more to it and everything. And I'm beginning to, strongly believe that the supernatural side of things is actually a real thing. Why this particular period? It's the same as like with abductions. Like, I'm an abductee, many people know that. And but the abductions, they generally happen in a certain period of the night as well. They happen generally from around 3 in the morning to 5 in the morning. I've never had one pretty much go outside of that time unless I've had a full night's experience. Generally then I'm taken early in the evening and return late hours of the morning. I've actually missed work over the years because of those experiences. But I know they are experiences because I wake up with physical marks. And sorry, I just need to take a drink. But the thing is, more research needs to be done into this time period. As I said, in the old days, they spoke about this on a regular basis. The witching hour was a time that children weren't even sent to bed. They were actually allowed to stay up in those days back in the past. Well, generally until they got tired. If they got tired, then they went to bed. But most of them, and that's the only time I can find anything about this period of time in the night. And it's known as the witching hour. And was everything of the past written up? real. I'm beginning to think it was. And so, whether or not you see this video as a video or whether you've watched it as a stream or anything like that, it's an unusual subject for me, but as I said, because it has been actually happening to me, I decided to talk about it. Tonight's stream was a really, really weird one. So weird that I can actually write a short story about it, and I'm going to. And because, yeah, I want something, yeah, to use for my short stories, and unfortunately, it's mainly the other ones. Like I've had, some pretty vivid nightmares over the years, and but I know they're nightmares. But the strange thing is, I never really started taking note what time of day they actually occurred in, and this amazed me. So you may see a few more videos about this over a period of time and everything like that to see what's actually going on, why it's going on. I don't know. I don't know why it happens in this period of time of the day. Why does it happen? Well, yeah, it's bewildering to actually know what time something actually happens during the day. And is there a specific reason why? Do we know why? Can we explain why? Yeah, no one knows anything about weird shit like this. This is why this sort of stuff needs to be researched. And the problem is, over the years, things like the witching hour were thrown away as myth. I'm actually now beginning to think there was a lot more to it than what so-called scientists call it now. Oh, everything's got to be explained by data. Why does it has to be explained by data? Why don't they actually get in to research these things? If their kids have nightmares, take time and note of what time of day these nightmares happen. I'm going to leave that poll open, and it sort of, I'm pretty sure they stay there until I close it. And but the thing is, it doesn't truly need to be researched. And all these sleep researchers out there, start doing something in regard to this kind of research. Find out why this was called the witching hour. And I believe it is the nightmares are the reason they called it the witching hour, because of the simple fact that children had nightmares, adults had nightmares in this period of time. As I said, I can go to bed at 9 o'clock, but I don't have a nightmare. I go to bed at 12 o'clock, don't have a nightmare. Go to bed at 5 a.m, I don't have a nightmare. I go to bed at 12 o'clock in the day, I don't have a nightmare. But if I sleep through dusk, at any time, if I'm going to sleep and I sleep through that period of time, I'm having nightmares. And it's only ever that period of night, especially over the last 2 years when I have been recording this and taking note of what time. I go to such an extent, after I have a nightmare, I get up. If I don't, like, even if I start writing it down, I check the time, then I just buzz outside and see what the sky looks like. And a lot of the time, it's generally just around the period of dusk. Just when the sun is gone, darkness is set in, but you can still see that tiny little bit of light coming from the horizon. So it's bewildered me for, over 2 years. And I've been doing this research for over 2 years because I do sleep at very different times through the day. I am a chronic pain sufferer. I suffer 24-hour pain due to an injury that sends nerve shocks up and down my legs 24/7. And nothing I can do about it. I've just got to live with it. I've been told that many a time by the doctors. And so I've just grown to adapting my sleep patterns to when I'm not actually in as much pain, then I go to sleep. No matter what time of day, I will go and have a lay down if I'm not in pain, because I'll get a better sleep out of it. I generally only get about 2 to 3 hours, even on medication. But it's not the medication causing it, because, as I said, I'm on that same medication all the time, and it's not causing it at the other hours. It's only during this so-called witching hour. So, is it real? I don't know. What's causing it? I don't know. Why? I don't know. I'm asking for your help to see if your children are having their nightmares in this period of time. Please answer the poll and get back to me, or write a comment in the comment section and let me know. Because I'm taking this very seriously, I really am, and I am doing very serious research on it. I may not be an actual scientist, but I am a researcher. And I've been a researcher, an inventor, a painter, an artist for many years. And a lot of my dreams, my good dreams, gone into paintings. Even some of my nightmares over the years have gone into painting. But most of my dreams are visions and stuff, and have to do with religious stuff. Mainly because I'm a Christian, and God always said that we're going to dream dreams and see visions. But some of this evil stuff, I don't know whether I could equate them to religious, some of them, but not all of them. And I'll give you an example. I dreamt that I slept through dusk about a week ago, and I dreamt that the dead were rising from the sea. The sea gave up its dead, and they weren't zombies, or they were sort of zombies, but they were more skeleton zombies than anything. And again, it was in that period. It was when I woke up, it was dead on dusk. No other time. It wasn't 2 hours after, it wasn't 3 hours after. This one was dead on dusk, same as tonight. I woke up, I let the dogs out, looked at the sky, it was dead on dusk. And so I've had, just in the last couple of weeks, I've had 2 more nightmares, and it's only because I've slept through this dusk period at night. So, look, please let me know your opinion and everything like that. I'm going to end this stream now. And for those of my regular viewers that still haven't gotten across this channel, please wake up. I can't stream on the other channel at the moment, and I can't even post on the other channel. So if you want to see my stuff, you've got to come along to my backup channel. Anyhow, I'm going to catch you all later. I will be doing some NFT stuff as well. I haven't yet got my NFT channel set up, and my original NFT stuff's going to be here, and I will transfer them across over to the other channel soon. But my first one's going to be about a serious mistake I made. Cost me gas money. Anybody that's into NFTs knows all about gas money. But anyhow, I'm going to catch up to you all later, and I don't know what the subject will be, but I'm going to mix the subjects up a little bit and see what we can actually do and get the message across. And for those of you that don't know, this is EVE Online, free plug to EVE Online. It's an expensive game, but it's not really a game. It's just I sort of play it more for the social experiment that's going on with inside the game. It's the only game, by the way, you must be, if you let your children play it, beware, because harassment is allowed, extortion, and I'm not joking, they allow extortion. I've actually tried to do something about that part of it, but it's wrong, the shit they do in this game, but I still like it because it's a space game. I try to keep into the back roads and stuff like that and stay away, hence why you can't see any addresses where I am. And it sort of, to me, I put up with what goes on in there if I can. I have a whinge to CCP every now and then, but if you've got kids, trust me, don't let them play EVE. Because they will be extorted, and the thing is, it can get quite bad in there sometimes. It can be quite good. It's not a bad game. If they honoured what they say in their so-called rules, which they don't, because trust me, I've complained about it, and then they say, oh, no, but we allow it. And that was their excuse to get out of it, that we allow it. So, and the strange thing is they actually allow harassment within a game. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what species, what religion,
what race. They don't care. If you cop harassment in this game and complain about it, yeah, they just say, oh, no, we allow that. And yet in their written documents, yeah, they say, oh, no, we try and stamp it out. They don't, I can tell you that now. But for an adult, yeah, it's okay. An adult can put up with that shit. We know all the ways to go about stuff. But kids, yeah, it can get to kids. I had a friend telling me he let his kid play at this, and his kid come in bawling one day because of what happened in EVE Online. So yeah, don't let your kids play this game, for God's sake. Anyhow, I'm going to catch up to you all later and see you around, and thanks for watching if you watched it via the stream. But it will be uploaded as a video in about 10 minutes, so thanks very much, and I'm almost at my destination. So I'm going to get going and see you all later, and hopefully, yeah, have good dreams, don't have nightmares, they suck. See you all later, bye.